In the last class, we have discussed about concepts like what are the things we are covering, what are the technologies we are covering, what are the concepts also we are covering in this project. Right? Yes. Now, we are going to discuss from where we are starting and mainly how to design the screens. Yes. So that is the concept we need to discuss now. Okay. So how to design the screens. Yes. First of all, if you observe this, open any website. Yeah. The same website which you are developing, that we will discuss. Is a Flipkart website. You want to design the screen lines. Then, what are the technologies we are using? First, we are using HTML, CSS, okay, and Bootstrap, these technologies. So, these are all the images. Okay, HTML image control we are using. And these are all some heading tags. Yes, in HTML we are using heading. Clear? Like that. Now, see, this type of screen you want to design. Okay. So like that, all these screens you want to design, HTML we are using, but here if you observe this price, everything is coming from database. Through API service, that information is coming from the database. So that is the main thing. So means here we are receiving the data information from database. That data we are displaying here. Is it clear? That is the main thing. So that's why we are starting with HTML. Okay. So HTML only one day or 1.5 day we are discussing the main concepts. Okay. What are the types of HTML controls we have, and what are the controls we have? Okay, means HTML is not providing any controls. HTML just providing tags to display the controls on browser. It provides what? Tags. Okay. So that concept we will discuss now. See, for example, yeah, any website you want to design, the first main thing is HTML. Then only we are applying the styles on the HTML controls by using CSS. Later, we are implementing the logics by using this React.js, okay, Angular, etc. That is the concept of this. Now, what is HTML? HTML is a web technology to enable the controls on browser. Okay, now here HTML is web technology to display controls on browser. See, HTML is not providing any controls. HTML is providing a tags. These tags we are using to display the controls on browser. What HTML provides here? Tags. Using these tags, we can display the controls on browser. That is the main concept of this. Okay, yes. Now, HTML provides many elements. Using these elements, we can display controls. So what is that? Yeah, different types of elements are available. These elements we are using to display the controls. So what are the elements we have? IMG is one element. Input is an element. Yes. One is IMG. Next one is input. Yes. Next one is due. Like that, different types of elements are available here. These are all comes under HTML elements. Okay. Yes. So next one, HTML elements we should enclose with angle brackets. So to create this tag, this clear. So HTML elements we should enclose it with angle brackets. Then it becomes as a tag. Okay. Yes. Now see, for example, IMG is there. So this is simple text. If you place inside this less than and greater than symbol, then it becomes as tag. Like that, input is there. So that is a simple text. That input we are placing where inside this less than and greater than, then it becomes as tag. Means here browser can understand only tags. This clear? Browser can understand only the tags. So that is the main point of this. Okay. Now, new save this file in desktop. Okay. So for example, pro.html I have given. Okay. One file name pro.html. Now you can see this file is created here. What the name of this file? Pro and extensions.html. Like that, it is created. Yes. Now in this file, for example, input I have given, right? Yes. For the input. Now if you observe this, so displays this input as a simple text message like this. Is this clear? It displays input as simple text message. Because this is not a tag, it is a simple text. In case if I place this inside this angle brackets, then it becomes as a tag. Now if you observe this output, display the text passcode. This clear? Yes. Browser can understand only tags. That is the main point. Next one here. Every element provides many properties. We can also call them as attributes. Yes. So every element provides many properties. These properties we are calling as attributes. Yes. Yeah. For example, in this input, if you observe one property, the type is one property. So for example, if I use button, now converts into button like that. And one more property I want to use here. What is that? Value is equal to click. Yes. I display the text. 1 second. Yes. Now, this is one property. Like that, these properties we are also calling as attributes. Now, if I refresh here, displays that click like that. Yes. Yeah. Like that, we have different types of properties here. Is it clear? Yes. So these are the properties. These properties we're also calling as attributes. Okay. So I will discuss each and every property of every control we will use here. Yes. So the main point is how many types of elements we have. That is the main important point. See. So HTML elements are two types. Yes. First one is container. Second one is non-container. Like that, we have these two types here. One is container, second one is non-container. So in name itself, meaning is there. So container can hold other elements. Why we are in these containers? To hold the other elements. If you want to group multiple elements, okay, we can use containers. Yes. So multiple elements you want to group. Then we are taking the support of containers. So containers can hold other elements. What the purpose why we are in these containers? To hold the multiple controls as a group. So in that point of view, we are using containers. Okay. So what are the containers we have? What are the examples? Div is one container, span is one container, table is container, paragraph, anchor tag. So these are all containers. See, one scenario I want to show you. Yeah, if you open that website, login, if I click on this login. So this login contains these all controls like login, image, text box, like that, like that. Okay. So enter this is nothing but one container. So by using div, we can design these boxes. Okay. Like that, to hold multiple controls as a group, we are using containers. One example I will show you now. In our program, yes. So I want to take a login page design. So one text box I'm taking. Now you can see here one text box is there. Placeholder is equal to username. And displays like that. New line type is equal to text. Placeholder is equal to password. A password like that. Next one, input type is equal button. value is equal to login. Now login button is there. Yes. Like that. The username text box, password text box, and login button. Got it. Now the thing is here, these three are individual controls now. I want to group these three controls. Okay. Why should we group? Because you want to display as pop-up. Okay. Or you want to display like any other output. Okay. So in that point of we are using this concept. See, for example, I will show. I am taking one button. Input type is equal to button. Value is equal to something like login. Now, if you observe this, yeah, this is the login button it displays. And BR is the tag to display new line. Just I am using BR here. Now you can see it displays like. When I click on this button, then only don't concentrate on the program now. See the result, that's all. Okay. Now my point is when I click on the button, then only I want to display this login concept. Yes, the login form. So for that, initial stage should be hide. So for example, so I am writing some style property. So don't try to understand uh, understand the code. Just see the result. So display none I have given. Now what happened here? Only single control is hiding. But what about remaining controls? Means in all controls we need to provide this display none like this. Now if you observe this, it is hiding all. This is login page. We have only few controls, three controls. If it is registration page or any other page, n number of controls we have. Every control you want to apply that style, it is tough for us. So that's why I take the support of these containers. Okay. So here I have taken one div tag. So this style property I'm removing in each and every control. Now I am applying that style where inside this div tag. The style I have given where in the div tag. Now save this and refresh. So same it is applied here. Means all controls are hiding here. In case if I remove this, it displays. Means what the purpose of this div tag here? Yes. So these elements, all these elements we have taken where inside this div tag. What the property we are applying on the div tag? So that property is applying to the all other controls also. Okay, like this. Yes, it is hiding now. Now, if I click on the button, I want to show. So then we are taking the support of this client side scripts. Okay, simple code I'm writing here. Okay, don't try to understand this code now. Okay, so see the result of this. Yeah. So I have written like this. Now refresh it. If I click on this one, so here we need to provide. Now we can see this. Now it displays like this. Okay. So like that here, this div used to hold the all controls as a group. And in this div tag, some more styles I am applying, then you will get more view for this. Okay. So actual CSS usage also I will show you now. Okay. Now here, yeah, some styles I'm applying here. Okay. So all these styles I will discuss with you. Yes. Okay. So like that, we are applying many styles. Now see this. When I click on this, it is coming just like one box. For the top, I have given here something like, yeah, 150 pixels. And left is 100 pixels I given now. Now we can see here, it is coming like this. So more styles you want to apply. Okay. So it is more effective here. Yes. So see, like that, we are designing the web pages for your clarity. I'm showing to you. Okay, now we can see it is coming just like one box. And one more thing I want to do. Okay, yes, okay, yes, like that, you're getting the output here. So it seems like one box. You can apply background color and everything for more effectiveness. Now, if you observe this, this is one box I'm displaying like that. Okay, that box I am showing when user click on this. So to implement this concept, we have taken the support of HTML. Yes, we are taking the support of CSS and client side script JavaScript also we have taken the support. Is it clear? So that we use it here. Okay. And now double V. Actually, we don't use BR in projects. Margin bottom we are using. Here I applied BR. Now you can see display the login form like that. Got it? Yes. So these type of boxes, everything, okay, block of elements you want to display, then we are taking the support of containers. Okay. Don't think about this example. I will discuss later. Okay. Anyhow, containers we are using for what? To hold multiple controls inside. Okay, as a group. Next for non-containers, yeah, we can use to receive some data from user. So what is the purpose of this? To receive some data from user. So data and also instructions. For example, if you take text box, non-container. So text boxes we are using to receive some text. Radio buttons. Okay. Yeah, whether some selected options you want to receive. Checkbox. Okay. Yes, whether user is accepting or not. Like that. Okay. So some instructions button. If user click, that is one instruction. Like that, you want to receive some data or instructions. In that point of getting the support of non-containers. Like that, we are using containers as well as non-containers. So containers can contain other elements. Non-containers cannot contain the other elements. Okay. Yes. So containers paid tags means, for example, div if you take. So we are using like this. Inside this div, you can place other elements, right? Yeah. So even if you take paragraph, yes, inside this, we are taking other elements like that. Yes, these are paid tags. Okay. Paid tags means what that? Combination of open and closing tag. So that is the main point of that. Non-containers doesn't have any paid tag. Okay. So here directly we are closing like this input. Type is equal to text if you take here. Then this slash you have to use. But in this scenario, I did not provide that slash. Okay, we did that in the previous program. Undo. Yes. Yeah, here I have given slashes. So even if you don't use the slash, no problem. It will close. Okay. Like that, we have these two types here, containers and non-containers. Now, containers again divided into two types. Yes. So that is very important for us. Containers are two types. First one, block level elements. Yes. Block elements or block level elements. These elements can occupy complete width of the screen. Yes. So it occupies the complete width of the screen. So for example, div tag, if you take, the div tag comes under block element. Span tag, if you take, that span comes under inline element. Paragraph block, anchor inline. Like the two types are there. One is block, another one is inline. Block occupies the complete screen. Inline up to the width, we have that. Okay. Yes. So here examples, if you take, so div is one example, paragraph, table. These are block elements. I will show you one output. This is div. So welcome message I am displaying here. I close div and Scott is there. Now if you observe this output, so welcome is in one line, Scott is in another line. Like that, we have this two. Yes, yeah. Why Scott is coming new line? Because I have taken div tag here. The div tag occupies the complete screen size. So that's why Scott is coming in the new line. So if I provide any style here, okay, then you can see the clear output. Now you can see this gives like that. Yes. In case if I take span instead of div, that is inline element, it is coming side by side. Yes. So this is about inline and block element. Very, very important. Definite question in interview. What is the difference between div and span? A div we are using to hold multiple controls. Span also we are using to hold the multiple controls. Actually, here I have taken the text, but you want to hold the multiple controls, you can also hold. And div comes under block element. Span comes under what? Inline element. So that is the main difference between these two. Is it clear? Div comes under what? Block element. Span comes under inline element. So block element occupies the complete screen size. Inline element up to the content. Okay. Up to the content, it is occupying. See, welcome text, up to the welcome text, it is occupied. That is the okay. Yes. So this is about inline and block. So first one is block element. And second one, what is that? Inline element. What is this inline? Width of the element is up to the content. Yes, width of the element is up to the content. Okay. So examples if we take here, span, anchor. These two comes under inline elements. Okay. What is the width of these elements? Up to the content. So two groups are there. These two groups you want to display side by side. Yes. These two groups you want to display side by side. Then you are taking the support of what? Span. because that is inline element. These two groups you want to display one by one or as separate block. So in previous example, I showed you one login block that pop up, right? So like that you want to display, then we are going with this div tag. Is it clear? So that is the main concept of this. So this is very basic and very important beginning part. Okay. So as a developer, already told you, we are designing the applications and we are implementing the logics. This clear? So that is our role. So in that point of we are taking the support of these things. Is it clear? Yes. Got it. Yeah. So any questions you have? Any doubts? Fine. You got this clarity. Now the thing is we are working with okay designing screens. Okay. How these websites they design this login page. Okay. Yes. And how these pages are designed. Okay. Like that. And how these menus are there, how the search is working here. Okay. Like that, these are the main things we need to discuss one by one. So for that, first we should have idea on this CSS. Already I used CSS in this. Okay. Already I used CSS here. Okay. But I did not explain anything about that. Now we are starting next step with the CSS and we are discussing how to design the screens, everything here. So you want to design this login. So this is just a 15 minutes task. Okay. It is not a difficult one, just a 15 minutes task. So here they applied padding and position. Okay. Like that. They applied top and left. Okay. And multicolors means two div tags side by side they're displaying. Like that here. So this is nothing but very simple one. But for that, you should know about CSS. Okay. Yes. So that CSS we are starting now. So what is CSS? See, in HTML point of view, no need much discussion because every day we are using HTML controls. That's why it's not required to discuss the controls now separately. Because while using creating the concepts, I will use text box button, a table, everything. Then you will come to know how to place those things. Yes. Yeah. So that's why this is the basic part what you should know in HTML side. Okay. Because many screens we are creating now by using CSS, Bootstrap, and media queries. So that time we will discuss all these things. Okay. Yes. What is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. Okay. Yes. So this CSS we are starting now. So from tomorrow onwards, some properties and some outputs like screens we are designing. So CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Okay. So that's the full form. Okay. So CSS provides one object it is providing style object with many properties to apply styles on HTML elements. Yeah, it provides one property. What that one object it is providing? What that object? Style object with many properties. Yes, CSS provides a style object with many properties to apply the styles on HTML elements. Yes, we are using to apply styles on the HTML elements. So, what are the properties we have? Yes. So, like display, yes, width, so top, left, position. Like that, different types of properties we have in this scenario. Yes, yes. So that is the main concept of this, right? Yes. Now, how to use these properties? And actually, there are three different ways we have to apply the styles on HTML elements. One is inline style, next one internal style, next one is external style. Like that, we have these three different ways. Okay, inline, internal, and external styles. Okay. Now we will discuss how to work with this inline, how to work with the internal, and how to work with the external, and what are the properties we have like this. So one by one we will discuss here. Is it clear? Yes. So we are starting this concepts from tomorrow onwards. Okay. Before that, any questions, any doubts you have, you can ask me now. From next class, I will start designing the screens by using this HTML and CSS. So first of all, I will discuss some CSS properties. Okay. So any doubts, any questions? Okay, fine. So tomorrow is the last demo class for us. Okay. So tomorrow I will start the CSS properties. Okay, demos, as I told you, are spending around 45 to 50 minutes. After that, 1 hour session is there. And these notes for today, I will paste in the chat window because you don't have Google Drive access. Okay. So I'm going to paste in the chat window. Later, you will get the Google Drive. Okay. Access. Yes. Then you can work on that. Okay. 1 second. So it is giving. Uh, yes. So because chart message, okay, it is not taking much character. That's the reason. Okay, I will send you in two messages. Yes, you got one message. Okay, another message also sent you from the chart window of this Zoom. Copy these two messages and paste somewhere in Notepad file. Okay, like that. So once you get the drive access, there everything is available to you. Okay, these notes, everything. You can directly download from the drive access, Google Drive. So everyday class recordings and project I will upload there. Okay. Yes. Fine. See you in tomorrow class. Okay. You can drop now. I hope you copied this message, right? Yes. Thank you.